is up and running, we're going to do some customizations. So first, go ahead and head over to firebase.google.com. And what you're going to do is you'll get started if you don't already have an account, or you can go to the console if you already have one. Making an account is easy. It's just linked to your regular Gmail account. So I've already made one. I'm going to go to our console right here. Go ahead and you can make a new project. So we'll make a new project together like this. And I'm just going to be duplicating this tab on the side so we can figure out what things we need inside to mirror the original one. So because all of our front end components here, week 1, week 2, or whether it be the fundamentals curriculum, is all part of the back end, you can go ahead and easily edit that by just using your own Firebase repository, or Firebase is called Firestore. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. First thing we'll do is, and also, if you're using your own Firebase, the authentication at the beginning, so if I log, you'll also be using as your own as well. So if I go localhost, this will be yours as well from your own authentication. So I'm going to give it a tutorial name. I'm going to call it Quick Start Backpack. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue. You can be doing the same thing. Analytics, all that stuff is fine. And I'm just going to use my default account. And I'm just going to create a project. So it'll take some time, but over here, let's go ahead and let's look at our Firestore right here. So Firestore. And we'll be able to see that there's a lot of different things over here. All of these, for example. Now, we're not going to go get into exactly how the application is being used in the Quick Start, but we are going to figure out how to manipulate this data and make it so that it can be very much your own. Now it's ready, we're going to click Continue, and it'll automatically add you to Quick Start right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get click for web, because that's what we're doing. It's going to be web, and I'm going to call this Serendipity Backpack Quick Start. You can call it whatever you want. And I'm going to register our app. We also do have Firebase hosting in this website. That's how you can go to our stable build. But again, I'll be doing this at a later time. So I'm just going to register the app. So yeah, Firebase hosting is very awesome, but that's not the focus of our Quick Start right now. And so what we're going to do is we are just going to grab this part right here, the Firebase config. Everything else, go ahead and leave it and just continue to console. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create a branch off of main. And what a branch does, it's almost like a freeze. We're not going to work exactly on this branch right now, on the main branch. We're going to be working on another branch that we can always add on, or what's called merge it. We're going to put it back into the main branch later. But this way, I don't edit anything that already works. And you can see that this stuff already works. So remember, we already committed and added Viewtify earlier. So now we know that this Viewtify stuff, it works. And I didn't push, by the way, because that would affect our main branch. So in the GitHub repository, which would affect the stable build, but you can go ahead and push. And I'm going to create a new branch. And I'm going to, the branch name is going to be Quick Start, like that. I'm going to create. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our backend, which is where we hold all of our backend stuff. You can see that this is our API right here that we originally had at the beginning. You can go ahead and just put your API, which is the new one I just copied and pasted from here earlier. And you'll see that if you go here, there's probably going to be some errors when I sign in, because there are some things messed up. So what we're going to do next is we'll figure out our authentication. So we'll go into authentication, and we're going to click Get Started. Remember, this is all your authentication. In this tutorial, we use Sign In with Google. So we're going to call it an enable, Sign In with Google like this. Enable. And, Google Sign In. Yep. And so our project facing name, that's fine. And go ahead and add your email. This one I'll just call again, Quick Start Tutorial Backpack. And then we'll click Save. Great. Now with Sign In Google enabled, I should be able to reload, sign in with Google, and it will bring me to all these things right here. I'm just going to go ahead and continue with Serendipity STEM. And let's go ahead and let's go to our next repository. But wait, we're missing all of our curriculum. By the way, these resources over here, these are just hard-coded into the front end, so you won't be able to do anything about that. In the next video, we'll be figuring out how to add more things to our Firestore database. But for now, this is our authentication. Great job. See you next time.